Alrighty boys, welcome back to another step-by-step video. Today's video is going to be on Iana. This is going to be your how to get free kills with Iana video. Now, long story short, we're going to get started here. We're on Clubhouse. Now, this is actually, to get us started here, guys, I've got a really easy drone that you guys can do whenever you're attacking Clubhouse, bottom floor, top floor, downstairs, middle floor, bar, whatever. That's a really good drone for you guys to use for lounge, because lounge is one of those places that people tend to frequent whenever they're roaming. So it's a really strong drone that if you can get it there, it's really strong for overall, like, the whole round pretty much. Now right here, I'm going to open up the garage door. Now one thing I really want to explain really quickly, guys, when you open up this garage door, hold it for your teammates, please, at least until they get the wall open. At least please start holding this doorway, because some people have the audacity to open up this doorway, run away, and then some guy that's playing inside a garage on Raptors just runs out, kills your ace, kills your Thatcher, kills your Maverick, kills everybody, and you just lose the round on the spot. So whenever you open up this doorway, just hold it. Just hold it. It's so nice for your teammates, honestly. At least until they get open the wall. And in this example, my ace and Maverick get the wall, so I'm like, okay, now I'm going to go ahead and start pushing for stock. I want to push for the first floor here so we can get some space here. And I'm using my Iana clone here because one thing that I want you guys to understand with the Iana clone is that it makes noise when you're running around, okay? So it's just like if you were like actually running into the building. The Iana clone is doing that same thing. It's creating audio, and I'm trying to make as much audio as possible, so that way if there is somebody roaming, they're going to swing and try to kill the Iana clone. Nobody swings me, so I go ahead and take the space for lounge, stock, everything, and I go ahead and shoot a Goyle for top red, which tells me, like, okay, nobody's going to swing me from red, so let's go ahead and get into garage here. I'm going to look for the zombie here. Now, she does somehow make it to the bottom of the staircase. I get a free kill onto her. She gets shots on me, even though my Capital was on the doorway. I don't know how that happens, but it did happen. But we do end up getting a free kill onto her, which is great, which now means we have garage control. And in this type of position, we want to start working some kind of default plant. However, what's going to end up happening, for context, is there's going to be a guy that's going to try to flank from lounge, right? It's going to be a Goyo, and my teammates give me a yellow ping for it. So in this type of position, I just want to chill out. I want to wait for this guy to flank, let my Capital do the work on the head holes, get myself a free kill on this Goyo. Now, once again, guys, we're still in that position, though, where we want to look for a default plant. However, my Capital does die, which is kind of a sell in this position, because now I have to get aggressive to be able to win this round. So all I have to do literally my only option in this position is to swing cash head holes here, and I get myself a free kill on this Thunderbird because she's somehow lost. And then we can safely, I want you guys to assume, whenever you take that gunfight for red, always assume there's a guy on that angle in particular, because it's a free kill if you expect it. And we get another free kill and secure the round. Now, next up here, guys, we're going to be on layer. We're in a losing game so far here. We're 2-3. It's match point. We gotta break it open into overtime here. And the enemy team goes armory, weapon maintenance. Now, honestly, I think this is the worst site on this map by far, and the reason why is because there's so many ways to make the site, like, terrible for the enemy team, like, on the attacker's perspective, because there's a lot of different ways to essentially, like, cut off the site so that way people can't rotate in and out of it, essentially. And essentially, like, you open up the wall and then suddenly GG's on the spot because of all the cross angles that get opened up. But I want to start this round by opening up into range here. I'm going to once again use my Iana clone, and like I said, my goal with the Iana clone is to make as much noise as possible. There is a guy playing inside of range, so I'm like, okay, I call this out to my teammates, and what I want to do in this position is I'm going to have one of my teammates play over on the range door, and then I'm going to go ahead and go over to the window here, and I just want to, like, kind of, my goal is to trap him inside of range. Obviously, he doesn't allow that. I do get some shots on him right here, but unfortunately, I'm not able to kill him. But what's going to end up happening is I'm going to open up the window, and I believe what's going to end up happening here is he starts reinforcing the rotate hold that he made into, I believe this is, I think it's still called range, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to find out here in a second, but I'm going to use another Iana clone. That wasn't a Rooney, by the way. Yeah, it's called range still, okay. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to charge my Iana clone into an Rooney gate. Now, that's important to note, guys, as Iana is a great counter for a Rooney, because you can just drive your clone into the Rooney gates to get rid of them. So, in a way, in my opinion, she's low-key a better option to counter Rooney than Brava, because when you hack Brava of Rooney gates, you're gonna be like, you know what I mean, you're gonna have to run through them anyway, which is gonna create audio, so I'd rather just open them up right away. Now right here I'm doing a good play where I'm rotating away from like just like a forward push, and I'm trying to get one of those cross angles that I was talking about earlier and cut off one of their points of exit. So like right here I flank, get myself a free kill on Cade. I do run in after getting this kill, because the reason why is because after I kill this Cade, since he had his back turned to me, the whole site should be pretty much wide open at this point, because my teammates are pushing range, pushing reception. And so right here, this Capcan tries to hit a flank on me, but I am unfortunately going to get a yellow ping from my teammate, so I get myself a free kill onto him. And last guy is going to be flanking for reception, and in this type of position, I'm just overheating at this point. Honestly, I probably shouldn't be swinging this, but I do go ahead and get a free kill on this guy crouch peeking over and over and over again. This is PC, by the way, that's why he's able to do it so quickly. By the way, guys, when I'm on the PC grind, I am using controller the whole time. I don't have a PC or anything like that. I just have my little laptop and my monitor that I use to play and stream with. So I don't actually play on like a mouse or keyboard. I'm always using controller. But right here, once again, we're on Nighthaven. We're attacking the top floor. I'm going to be using that Iana clone again. I'm going to be doing the same thing as before. I'm trying to create as much audio as I can. Sorry, that took me a second to register what I was trying to say. I'm trying to create as much audio as I can. I'm going to try to clear out as much space as I can with my Iana clone, so that way my teammate can walk up and he can start putting the gridlocks down on the flank for us. Now right here, my thermite is placing this thermite charge really far over to the right, and honestly, I actually missed my first impact EMP, by the way. That's the reason why he wasn't able to open it off rip, because there's only one mute chamber on this wall, and then I thought that I didn't miss my first one, and what ended up happening here is my gridlock came over and EMP'd the middle of the wall for me because I missed it on my first try. And my second try, the reason why I tossed it far right like that was because I thought my first one hit, but it didn't. And so that's where that whole confusion came from. I know it was a bot moment by me. I apologize. But anyway, next up here, for some reason, I thought you could wallbang this mute chamber, but you can't apparently because it's not letting me do it right here. And once again, guys, I'm going to bust out the Iana clone. I'm backed up, by the way, right there, because that is a common spot for nitros to land if they toss it from this pillar area. Right there, my Iana clone got killed from right side of the breach, or the vault hole, basically, for pillar here. So I go ahead and get aggressive here. I walk up on it. I tried to swing it, but he wasn't there. And then this guy charges on the pillar for some reason, the mirror. I guess he thought the mirror was still closed because he wasn't expecting me to kill him for free right there. But I do end up getting a free kill on them onto him. And there is a guy on Raptors right there. So what I want to do in this type of position, I want to take electrical control. I pre-fire the corner. There's nobody there, and then I end up getting myself a free kill on this Warden that swings out on me, and then this Mute tries to retake or re-challenge, refrag into me, and I get a free kill onto him as well because he doesn't hit any of his shots. And now we're in a nice 3v1 position. Last guy is Raptors, actually, in this position. My teammate dies to Raptors. I thought he was actually in command in that moment, but he's actually Raptors. And then my teammate goes ahead and follows up for the refrag, and we win the round right there. But like I said, guys, with Iana, the idea that you guys want to go for is, like, whenever you're using the clone, if you don't have a drum preset or whatever, you want to try to use your Iana clones to clear out space as fast as possible for either your teammates or for you yourself. And that way you can just flush out any roamers right away. Now, right here in this first clip, the reason why I don't use my Iana clone is because I already have a pre-placed. Right here, I try to go to the window to try to get rid of him. Honestly, I'm not the best when it comes to fighting this gunfight, but right here, he ends up rotating over towards the, like, left doorway over on the, left double door, basically. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to try to pop up on one of those angles right there. And now, since he did trap himself in this corner, this is a nice little off angle that I can use to cut off his run back. I actually have died on this angle one time before, and it was during a tournament, and I died on this angle. It was actually kind of gross, but 9 times out of 10 people won't expect this, so you'll get free kills here on anybody trying to rotate out of lobby when they are playing inside of there in that really annoying position. Got another really good drone spot for you guys. This is going to be over on Chalet. You put it into the plants right here. You hop onto the window and then you hop onto the plants. This is a good drone for top mez, because a lot of people, when they go up to top mez, they're not checking for this whatsoever. So you'll usually keep this drone up for like the whole round if someone is actually playing there. And it's a really good camera for just intel throughout the round. But right here, what happened this previous round actually, and I want to say this for context, is that there was a Valkyrie that was playing below the previous round. We still ended up winning the round, but there was a guy playing below with Valkyrie that was looking for a Nitro Cell the whole round. And honestly, one of the things that I hate about Valk players these days is that all they do is try to just look for flank, like C4 plays, like literally all the time. It's so obnoxious, but it's so predictable. And what I do here is I use my Iana clone to clear out all of Dining, West Main, everything. Like I said, trying to make as much noise as possible. And I see that it's all clear. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get aggressive. I'm going to walk through 45. I'm going to go sit into Dining here. And now my play here, and the reason why I'm like so passive in this position is because what I want to do is I want this Valkyrie to come and try to hit this hero C4 play that he's trying to go for. And so that way I can get a free kill on him because I'm already here. I'm already waiting for him. You know what I mean? So that way I'm going to end up getting myself a free kill here. And then my plan is after I kill this Valkyrie is that I want to walk up Solar, because what's going to end up happening is if my teammates are playing properly, they're going to open up the main wall. They're going to look for a plant on the half wall, which is essentially going to allow me to walk up Solar stairs for free and get more free kills because we're hitting a pincer position on the bomb site. So it's going to be pretty much GG's on the spot for the enemy team if I can walk up to Solar without getting contested and my teammates can work some kind of plant position. But right here I get audio from the Valkyrie that she's inside the kitchen. So I go and swing out here, get myself a free kill onto her. Now it's a 3v3 position. My teammates do have the wall open. They got the plant down, which is fantastic. Now I can go ahead and run right up this staircase. I do peek the master first. I don't get any audio to anybody's bathroom, so I'm going to go ahead and swing in the bathroom. And we can safely assume that there's somebody going to be pushing up for the diffuser, so I get myself a free kill in bathroom doorway. And then I'm going to swing again, get another kill on this Melusi that's super lost, by the way. And I get a free kill onto her as well. And we end up securing the round right there with the post plant. Now, one thing I want to quickly mention, guys, is Iana, I would consider to be like a fragging type of flexy, supporty type of character. So, she's kind of like I guess she's like a flex, I guess, overall is what I would say. But long story short, I was playing on a clubhouse here, and the enemy team is playing basement. Now, what I wanted to do here is I want to try to make a fast push through strip club. Now, I have one of my teammates on my team holding my strip drone for the cutoff so nobody can rotate into strip to basically get a free kill on me while I'm running in here. And I go ahead and take all this space. He goes ahead and gets off the camera here. And then I'm going to go ahead and take all of this space, checking for Capcan traps as I go because I saw a Capcan earlier in the round. But he doesn't have any over here, so I'm going to go ahead and walk my butt down main and try to look for any free kills on anybody unsuspecting. Now, unfortunately, they do have barbed wire here, so and they do also somehow know that I'm in this position, by the way. I guess they got audio from vertical from my footsteps, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and pop this Goyle, and then I'm going to start rotating away now. And right here, my goal was to go ahead and shoot these Capcan traps. That's how I run through kitchen like this, by the way, because I didn't want my ace to try to run into kitchen and forget that there's Capcan traps there. So I go ahead and just shoot them out right away for him. And then I'm going to go ahead and start rotating over to stock. Now, one thing I really quickly want to bring up is when you guys are playing this map and you're pushing for the basement, start shooting open these doorways, man. Shoot open both of those doorways, break them open, do whatever you got to do. The reason why is because it just makes it so much faster for rotating and, you know, that type of play. Like, if they're closed the whole round, enemy players know that nobody's on, like, the chain repelled. They know nobody's playing stock. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much info they can get right here. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and push oil here. I'm going to get myself a free kill on Capcan. I saw one mine through the rotate hole, so I'm going to swing aggressively for him, predict where he's going to go, and I get another free kill. And then my teammate gives me a fantastic call out that the last guy is on AK, so I'm going to swing aggressively here from an angle that he doesn't expect and get a free kill on him and secure the round. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today's step-by-step video for Iana. Hopefully this helped you guys out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace!